Nobody has achieved success without believing in themselves, without thinking big. Our thoughts largely determine our reality, therefore, to change that reality should not be frustrating. The way is to change our thoughts. Have you ever wondered how successful people come to have so many wins in their lives? How is it that ordinary people like the scientist Nikola Tesla are capable of creating inventions, how there are huge monuments like the Eiffel Tower, the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, the Taj Mahal? Perhaps they are the product of chance. How is it that some people are submerged in poverty while others envision great things and as a consequence, they achieve it? If this video has reached you, it is not a coincidence. It is time for you to make a change of perspective. No longer leave your future to chance, to the government, to your employer, and start embracing the secret that has made great legends grow. Watch this video until the end, know this secret and how to apply it. Sometimes we find ourselves stuck in our lives. It seems that the world leaves us no alternative, and daily setbacks make us move further and further away from our dreams. Here we show you the solution and the practices so that you can be successful in everything you set out to do. Stay tuned and take note. What makes successful people? It is not a matter of intelligence, education, or luck. The threshold that opens the door in a big way is to believe in yourself, the confidence that you can succeed. 55 years ago, the book, The Magic of Thinking Big, was published, a unique method to enlarge your projects and achieve success. The author of this enlightening text reveals the secret to achieve everything we set out to do. David Schwartz, writer of this book, released an enigmatic truth to the world where he answers questions that perhaps you are asking yourself right now. Here we will give you the basics and key data through examples and everyday situations. The first thing that Schwartz tells us is the principle that the solution lies in ourselves. And with the simple fact of seeing this, you have already started with the first step towards the long-awaited change. With this in mind, let's get started. Schwartz gives us 12 practical steps to put into action. The first of them is, trust that you can achieve anything. Our thoughts transform our reality and the world around us. A positive attitude towards ourselves will make a big change. Remember, confidence is contagious. Believe, really believe that you might be able to move a mountain. Not many believe that they would be able to do that, so as a result, not many people do. Believing is not a matter of luck. Having confidence in yourself and taking the courage to do things will make you leave your comfort zone, and the perception of the people around you will change. Avoid negative thoughts that make you believe you can't, and don't let your environment or those around you make you feel otherwise. Keep in mind that confidence will help you take the initiative, and what better example than to explain it to you with stories. A man dedicated many years of his life to a career that, despite his efforts, had him stuck in one place for several years. His peers managed to be very successful. He analyzed his performance and that of his successful colleagues and understood that the difference was in the initiative, and that obviously he did not have. So too, an inexperienced young woman with very little capital decided to start her own business and showed great initiative in doing so. He believed so much in his own abilities that he managed to attract investors who allowed him to realize his dreams. This is because, as one begins to believe that he can achieve what he sets out to do, the creative power of the mind is released, and the mental concentration necessary to find the strategies to achieve the objectives is possible. The more you believe in yourself, the more creative power is released in you, and the closer you get to the goals that seemed unattainable to you. Your level of belief must harmonize with the difficulty of the task you are on or are about to perform. So, let's continue with the second step, have a creative thinking. Not only believing in yourself will give you success, it is necessary to do something about it, take action. An active mind learns from everything, and when you begin to see your life as a number of different opportunities, you will be able to come up with innovative solutions. Learn from everything, knowledge is power and possibilities. But beware, it is not memorizing just to learn, memorizing hardens our brain, critical thinking makes it flexible, David Schwartz. We already have confidence in creative thinking. The third step for this journey is to stimulate step number 2, take actions to stimulate creative thinking. and to achieve this we must take into account 3 actions: be open to new ideas, take advantage of opportunities and reflect on how can I do my job better. Perhaps right now you will be wondering, but how do I do that? Let's start with your routine. Diversify your social circle. People who do things different from you or who have other professions will expand your way of seeing the world. Surround yourself with people who are different and admire you, learn from them and take their advice. If these new sources challenge you and make you come out of your shell, then you are on the right track. The 4th step on this path to success is, eliminate negative thoughts. In the Star Wars movies they named this step a lot, since you have to abandon negative thoughts that are generated by fear. In life there are many things that make us afraid on a daily basis: the news with sad events, advertising with its life standards, negative people around us, or politics. This series of situations lead us to think about many things, and we can hear in our minds when starting a new project phrases like, "You're crazy, that's impossible, it's unattainable." Constantly repeating these kinds of things to ourselves, it has generated a habit in us, and that is why it is not so difficult to get out of that state of mind. Fear is our enemy. To start something new, get rid of the common phrases and fears that hold you back from doing what you want. People often say and give excuses such as, "My health is bad, I am too young or too old, I am not as lucky as other people, this is a disease, it is excusitis, and it is the one that leads to failure." But what is the cure? Think positive daily. We have now reached the 5th step: think big, I am important. If you are going to think anyway, then think big. Trump. It sounds weird, we know, but this concept goes further. It is not enough just to believe that we are important, we have to work on it. Keep in mind that we are not telling you to be arrogant. Arrogance is the opposite of what we mean. Generally, arrogant people are the ones with the most insecurities and they hide them behind these barriers. When you feel important, and you are, we realize that everyone else is too. Now, to achieve this attitude of life, we can do the following: fix our personal appearance and the way we present ourselves to others. This is essential to feel comfortable with the image in the mirror. Second, recognize that your work is as important and vital as anyone else's. Once upon a time, there were 3 masons. One saw himself laying bricks, another earning minimum wage, but the third saw himself building the greatest cathedral known to man. Time passed, and the first 2 masons continued to lay bricks and earn the minimum wage. The third advanced to the top of his career. So, when we recognize ourselves as important, the enthusiasm for our task increases and fills us with energy. And last but not least, increase your enthusiasm. To achieve this, practice selling yourself. Write on a piece of paper why they should hire you, name outstanding features of yourself and how you stand out from others. Keep this paper and read it quietly every day. You can add more things to your list, and this will reinforce your self-esteem 100%. Step number 6 is, attitude speaks without the need for words. Actions and non-actions speak for you. Nonverbal communication says much more about us than our own words. Let us remember that, for millions of years, our ancestors communicated without words. There was no language as we know it. Successful communication depended on mutual understanding of gestures, body posture, facial expressions, and not words or sentences. In this way, we managed to establish connections with other human beings. Look at it this way: actions are the reflection of our thoughts. 7th step, enthusiasm generates positivity. We give you an example. When you speak on the phone, the tone of the person who answers you and with whom you are talking will greatly influence your mood. If his hello is energetic, the conversation will be very fluid and happy, but if on the contrary the interlocutor speaks with annoyance, you will answer the same. We fully understand that being positive all the time is not an easy task, but how difficult is it really? To tell the truth, it is very simple and you can start with small steps. Know in depth the topic that concerns you at the moment, be passionate about it to the point of becoming an expert. The other thing you can do is give good news, very easy, like, We are already in the final stretch. Step number 8 is, respect for others is part of the path to success. Do you remember that if you are important, others are too? That is the basis of this idea. Everyone can be fundamental and respect can open many doors for you. Keep in mind that to achieve your goals you will need the help of others. The success of a person depends on those who also helped that success. We are not alone, and as John Thorne said, no man is an island. Take former US President Lyndon Johnson for example. He memorized the names of everyone who worked around him and frequently congratulated them every time they got a hit, for smaller than this outside. What these types of actions teach us is, to act in will to others, empathy. When you put yourself in another's shoes, you understand and respect it. Continuing, we continue with step number 9, have an environment of the highest quality. This is the best food for our mind, something like, we are what we eat. The way we think is proportional to our environment, or be the places, jobs and people that surround us every day. This influence begins in youth, where ideas are embedded in our subconscious and negatively condition us, preventing us from progressing. However, there are people who refuse to admit that the negative prevents them from dreaming. They are the ones who, as they grow up, transform their dreams into actions. Dr. Schwartz estimates that it is 2 or 3% of the world's population. Do not allow these external reactions to damage your future dreams. Step number 10, think, literally big. Successful people make the impossible possible. It is quite common to hear that there are 2 types of people in the world, the successful and the unsuccessful. This is not a categorization to make us feel bad, it is more an insight into what a failure is. Success is not achieved without setbacks. On every road there are stones that hinder our journey, but it is the way in which we overcome them that gives us victory. Try to think of every obstacle or defeat as a learning opportunity. Stumble, fall hard, but get up and learn from it. To almost finish, we have step number 11 of our video, the time to do is now. There are people who are activists or PCISNSTS. As our grandmothers would say, don't leave for tomorrow what you can do today. Now is the magic word for success. Double drums please, and to finish, we present the last step to success. The successful future is achieved through setting goals and acting. Visualize, dream and start, set daily goals that go pro to your goal. It is necessary to set goals in all areas of our lives, family, work, social circle. All these areas are interconnected. Set short and long-term goals. The first ones will keep us on the path avoiding deviations, and the second ones will keep our gaze on the horizon, which we definitely want to reach. Both will give us that energy we need. Once we have devised the goal, we need to create a plan for success, outlining the steps we need to take, how we will take them, and when we expect to see results. We will base our plan on the attitudes and strategies employed by successful people. Let us observe our models, our idols. Imagine how they did it. Obstacles will arise, surely. We will not give up along the way. We will analyze the causes of the problem, we will review what went wrong, and then we will overcome it and move forward. With this and the other steps you are ready to think big and achieve the impossible. Make thinking big be part of your code, be a new norm in your life. When little people try to push you down, think big. When that, I didn't get what I needed, creeps up on you, think big. When a dispute or disharmony seems inevitable, think big. When you feel defeated, think big. When the romance starts to fade, think big. Go big. And when you feel like your progress at work is slow, think big. If you liked this video, leave us your reaction and tell us what you thought. We want to hear from you. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe to our channel, and very soon we will upload more videos to help you in every moment of your life. Thank you, and until next time.